area that has our 4th grade upstairs, and our 3rd grade is over here. So we're just going to go down and take a look at the 3rd grade classroom. And we'll just take a peek inside and see what our 3rd grade class looks like. So it looks like they are working on reading time. What are they doing right now?
Do I need to take it off?
It's okay.
They are working on their seat work, which right now is grammar. And they are working on cursive, and they're working on catching up with their reading RAS and also word work, which is their spelling. So it's kind of a work time after they've done other things this morning.
Awesome. And would this be one of the types of books that they're reading?
These are some of the books from our classroom library.
Okay.
In our classroom library, we have some really fun different books, some a little bigger, some a little smaller. We have some from the actual library that kids are enjoying right now. I think it's a new series.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Come on in. You're okay. Thank you. All right, so this is our elementary quadrangle where preschool through 2nd grade are. And we're just going to take a walk down this side of the hallway and go take a look at one of our 1st grade classrooms. So all of the students will get their own locker that they are able to put their backpack in and anything else they need. And here you can see one of the programs that we use here at the school, which is called Kelso's Choice. And that is really a social emotional learning tool that we use. And so this helps the kids learn how to resolve conflict, have good relationships with each other. And so this is some of the things that they're doing in 1st grade, which is, let's see, how to solve a problem. You can talk it out, you can make a deal, you can ignore the problem, wait and cool off. So all great things for our 1st graders to be learning in their relationships. All right, so we'll just go in and take a peek in 1st grade.
Go like at Starbucks and choose our menu. This is a cafe where we choose our options for learning. I'd love to read for you today. It's called Ruby the Copycat.
So this is our fantastic brand new playground area, which opened last year. Unfortunately, due to the current SOPs for Malaysia, the kids are not playing on it. You'll see the tape right now, but we're hoping that we get to open it up next month in just a couple weeks. So we're gonna walk over towards our preschool area. In elementary, we have 2 classrooms for each grade level. So preschool 3, preschool 4, kindergarten, all of our elementary classes have 2 classrooms for each grade level. If you get a little peek right here, you can see into one of our kindergarten classrooms where they are doing math time. Looks like they are using some various tools. Hi. We keep our elementary classrooms very small especially for the younger students. So our 3 to 4-year-old class and then our 4-year-old class, 4 to 5-year-old class, we keep those at 10 to 12 students maximum. And that's with 2 teachers, a main teacher and an assistant teacher. So we'll just go in and take a peek at P4. So there's still a lot of play in preschool, but also a lot of foundational learning for kindergarten. And if we just walk down this way, we'll take a peek through the preschool 3 classroom window. Typically, they will have snack time out here. Here's our adorable little P3 kids. Hey. Good. So these are some of our elementary specialist subjects, where we have a special teacher who teaches each of those classes. And then here you can see also some examples of our science curriculum and what our students are learning in science class. And then this is also our wall of student work. So all the way from preschool up through grade 2, you can see various samples of what the students are learning in Bible class or social studies, writing class, and then even their social emotional development. Who am I and what do I want to learn this year? So in elementary, music is one of our specialist subjects, and so I just want to give you a glimpse of the music room. The kids have a lot of fun in music class. So they will do a lot of different things. We've got drums and the glockenspiels, and typically we'll have a concert every semester where the parents come and enjoy seeing what their kids have learned. This is our fantastic music teacher, Miss Go.
Hi.
And she also teaches high school choir. So this is the end of our elementary recreational area. So the kids have a fantastic area. They've got bicycles and wagons that they can ride around the track here. And then we've got the stairs and slides, our very own tree house. Just areas where the kids can get a lot of movement and play and activity that is also so important for their development. And we also have this amazing slide coming down from the library. They will have library once a week and come down the slide when they are finished. So we are just outside the elementary science lab. A few years back, Dalat introduced a new science lab for elementary. We wanted the kids to have a space where they could explore and engage in a very hands-on science curriculum. We want them to inquire, ask questions, use independent thinking to find answers, and so you'll find our science lab is a very engaging place where the kids can really explore and discover what kind of sciences they are interested in. So we'll take a look.
So usually force has a direction, right? So gravity was pulling the books downward, right? So that's one direction. Then muscle force was pushing the force up upwards. Now, in this competition, books versus table, you tell me what forces are pulling.
We're going to take a look now at the middle school at Dalat. At middle school, our students are learning to be more independent and responsible, but we also believe that middle school comes with a lot of fun and a lot of friendships, and it's a great time of growth for these kids. So you'll see that as we walk through the middle school building. We've got this lovely big slide here in the middle of the middle school. We want the kids to have fun. Yes, they've got more responsibility, they start getting grades, but we also want them to remember that they're kids and to enjoy their middle school life. They have their own lockers, just like in elementary and high school. And you can see over here, we've got social areas. Typically, they're allowed to use the table tennis at break times. And we'll just continue to stroll down here. Right now, the end of the middle school is blocked because our new cafeteria is being constructed, but typically that will be open, the end down here. So middle school is grades 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then over here is our middle school computer lab. And what we're going to do now is take a trip upstairs to the second floor and take a look into one of the classrooms. So now we're up here at the top of the middle school building. Here's where the kids can jump in the slide and use that as we also call it people mover. Use it to get down to their classes quickly. Middle school runs on the bell schedule, and so this is the first time that the kids are getting used to moving from class to class, having a 5-minute passing period, and needing to get into their class on time. So this is a fun way for the kids to pop down to their classes that are downstairs. We're gonna walk down here to the end. You might hear a little bit of construction noise, which will be finished in November. This is just an information wall. We have SAT groups in middle school, and this is a way that the students start the day with a small group of students, meeting with one teacher, going over announcements, and watching short videos, discussing things for themes for the week. And so we have SAT groups listed here. And then in middle school, we also have houses. So the kids are divided into 4 house groups, and they use that for a lot of fun activities, fun competitions, and just ways to get to know each other across the grade levels. I think it's about time for us to pop down here and take a look in a language arts classroom, and I believe this is a grade 8.
Okay,
Hello.
so grade 8, if you need to move and get into your group, can you do that now? Remember, we've got to have masks on. Masks on. Mask on. Mask on. You guys just have to be a group of 4 for now, alright? Is it 1 or 2? What a marker? Take the K. You guys the answer. It says using the ring to slip by Gollum and Goblins. Okay, so this one was close.
All right, we're going to take a look now inside a grade 7 classroom. This is another language arts classroom. Hi, Miss T, don't mind us. We're just doing a little virtual tour and thought we'd just take a look at some of your student work, if that's okay, in an empty classroom. So here's some great examples. This would be from our Bible class, and our students write their own creed. They learn what a creed is, and then they write their own creed of what they believe. And typically we would have desks set up in more of a group setting, but with the social distancing right now, we have to have it set up more like old-fashioned traditional classroom. So the middle school bell is just now ringing, and what you'll see is the kids coming out to get stuff out of their lockers or pass to other classes. And then we'll head into another classroom. Hi, Lena. walk around, and I got a lot of "Hi, Mrs. Roylands" and so these are our middle schoolers having snack time. They've got a morning snack break. So we're going to step inside a grade 6 science classroom right now. Take a look and see what that looks like. Hey. Hello. Hi, grade 6.
Hi.
All right, so we're up here on the second floor of our Harbor Hall building, but this is where our music program is, and our middle school students do take music all the way through middle school. And we're going to take a glimpse first in our music room and then in our Harbor Hall, which is our auditorium, so you can see just a glimpse of what our music students are doing and as well as our music facilities. So we'll take a peek first in the music classroom. Students are getting ready for class, pulling out their instruments and their music folders. Because of social distancing right now, we have to divide our music crew up. So now we're going to head into Harbor Hall, which is our auditorium, being used as a music classroom at the moment. This is our biggest and newest building on the Dalat campus. Over here on this side are the administrative offices, and then to this side over here is all of our high school classrooms. So we'll walk over there and take a look at some classrooms. This also houses our auditorium, which was a fantastic addition when we built this building. So we'll just walk this way. And what you'll see as we walk is that our high school students are on the bell schedule. So they will start changing classes. They've got a 5-minute break in between, and then we'll pop into one of the classrooms as they're getting started. So all of our high school students get their own large locker spaces that are lockable. And we'll just take a glimpse into a couple of classrooms. This is, I believe, math class right now. And you'll see that the teacher is highlighting the student's schedule for the week. We try to keep the students very well informed, got their schedule for the coming week, and then we're just going to pop into a Bible class.
Hey guys, we've got our first quiz today, so I'm going to give you 5 minutes. And basically, if you remember what I'm going to do is I've got the names of the different arguments up on the screen and on the board. I'm going to describe them, and then you have to just match them. So let me give you guys 5 minutes to study.
All right, so now we're going to take a walk up to the top floor of our high school building and have a visit in the art classroom. At the middle level here, we have an area that we call the deck, since everything in our high school building is harbor themed. And the deck area is an open gathering space for high school students. So we have an assembly here once a week. And it definitely serves multiple purposes, but is a great open space for school use. All right, so we're walking up to our high school art room. I'll just have you have a glimpse here of some of our high school artwork. Our curriculum at Dalat tends to be fairly balanced. We invest a lot, yes, in the sciences and math, but we also, our arts program is very important to us. Just walk up here. And I believe these are our Foundation of Art students. These would be our freshmen. What are you guys working on today? Okay. So what are they working on?
So they are trying to activate their right brain. So they're trying to draw from their right brain. So we are doing a lot of copying. So we can coordinate the eye to the hand. So it's tedious work, but it's very necessary and it works really well.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
And this is foundations of art,
This
right?
is foundation art.
Yeah. Here, I want to show you this. Oh yeah. Oh wow.
It's an AP student.
Okay. It's okay. Master Studio. Okay. I love that piece. Yeah, so basically our students have, oh wow,
Digital art.
I love it. So yeah, our art students are able to work up through advanced levels of art. So Master Studio, AP
So
art.
the first one is foundation art, and then advanced art, Master Studio, and then AP.
Yeah. And is it in Master Studio or AP that they get to do their own art show? I mean, they have as part of the Fine Arts Week. Both.
Master
Yeah.
Studio and AP.
Yeah. So they experience having their own
Own show.
So yeah, this is
Foundation art class.
right. And this is an example of 4 different students, correct?
Yes, it's for different students. It's done in ink, so you can see how they stipple. I think this piece, this practically stipple everything.
Right.
Stipple means like dotting it.
Yeah. And besides just the art, they're learning to collaborate together,
Yes,
right?
correct. And this is a piece where they illustrate a verse from the Bible or a story from the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
This one is made in the hands of God. So they're all hands.
Yeah.
So all these animals are hands.
I'll tell you what, we'll just walk down this hallway and glimpse in a couple classroom windows, see what's going on. You'll notice all of our doors are named after well-known port cities. Looks like we have some remote students Skyping in here. Start of the class, the students will have a quiz, potentially just reviewing content from the day before. Gets their brains engaged first thing when they walk in the classroom. Here's a student presentation. So our high school probably has the best view on the campus for sure. And this is a beach that we have access to. It's gated access, so occasionally the science class will go down and collect sand samples, or the Bible class may go down for spiritual reflection. So it's just a fantastic space and view that we have to use. So we are now at the Castle building, which houses a lot of our student services, and then our science classrooms for high school are up at the top. We're going to take a look first into our student services. This is counseling, and specifically for high school, our guidance counselor. Hey, Brian. So our counselor's offices and our spiritual life director are in this space. We do have a spiritual life program, and Mr. Ronsheimer oversees that. And then this is our guidance counselor's office. Paul works with all of our high school students for their scheduling, as well as their academic counseling, ACT, SAT, AP testing, and you make sure everyone gets into Harvard, right?
We do it all. Glad to help.
So I always enjoy putting our high school guidance counselor on the spot. Paul, what do you enjoy most about working with our high school students?
I think it's just a complete joy to help them discover how God's wired them, to find out what their interests and giftings are, and to try to make the connection with them from how that translates from high school into their adult life, either with university or work. It's just a wonderful experience with them.
So when we did renovations at Dalat and built these new buildings, one of the most exciting things was that we now have a lift or an elevator. Okay, so we're on the top floor, the third floor of our Castle building, where some of our high school classes are. So we'll just see if we can take a peek in the window and see what, we may have some classrooms that are empty, so we'll just pop in here. This is one of our science labs, and this is, I believe, physics is the primary class that is taught in here, as AP physics, as you can tell by the board. And once again, as a part of our science program, we really, from a very young age, want to instill in the students that inquiry-based learning, getting them asking questions, looking for solutions, so that they have a very independent level of learning when it comes to science. So we don't currently have a class in here right now in session, but we're going to pop in and take a look. This is our chemistry lab. We've actually had a local company that donated a lot of high quality professional equipment for our students so that they can have a full chemistry lab. And you can see over here on this board some of the objectives of the day. So the teachers always let the students know what the objective of the day is. So once again, we tried to be very clear with the students on what our goals for them are and what they're working on. So class participation is a significant part in Western education and here at Dalat as well. So these are ask, repeat, explain, and talk are things that the kids are working on. This is our biology classroom, and we are just gonna, looks like they're studying for something, so we're not going to pop in. But this is our biology lab. So we're now at the middle floor of the castle building, and the middle floor houses our library. So we're going to take a peek in the library. Before that, I just want to point out this is our sports trophy wall, and quite a wide variety of involvement, both for local and international sports. So every year we have a theme that we focus on for the year, and so you can see the various themes there. This year our theme is Fearless. So we're going to head into the library now. This is used as a study hall space for some of our high school students as well. All right, let's walk over this way. This is our high school student wall of fame. So this is a way that we encourage participation not just in academics, but in other endeavors as well. So they receive pins for lots of other activities that they get involved in outside of school, such as service to the community, drama, sports clubs, and more. And then we'll just take a peek over here at the elementary portion of the library. So the elementary students will have class in the library once a week, where they're allowed to check out books and take them home. We also usually welcome parents in the library as a community space, a social space, can come up here after school to let your kid work on homework. Parents are allowed here during the day typically when we're not on a pandemic schedule, but typically parents would be using this space as well freely. So one thing that we work on is having a lot of options. Reading is very important at Dalat, and literacy and communication, and so we have a lot of options for the kids to choose from. A lot of different books to get them engaged in reading. And then down at the other end of the library, we'll walk down and see our study rooms and our computer labs. So these are group study rooms typically. And then we have 2 computer labs. These are middle school students in here currently. And we have a fantastic tech department that helps us with all things tech related, including teaching robotics. So now I want to give you a look at our recreational spaces. Right now you'll see some things are roped off due to the SOPs for pandemic, but this is our middle school playground or older students playground. Swing set, you'll see a lot of seating areas for parents or families. This is our outdoor basketball court, and then on the other side is our tennis court. And then we're going to take a walk over to the gym so that you can see our gym space. You'll notice behind the tennis court, we are in the process of building a new cafeteria, which will hopefully open in November. And I would count that as a recreational space as well. One thing that you'll find at Dalat is a lot of open air spaces. If you look over here, you can see tables that families love to come sit and enjoy the beautiful view at. We've got this great big open green space for the kids to play little short soccer games, run around at recess. Our bigger soccer field is up behind the gym. And then we're just walking now towards our new cafeteria, which will be called the Galley. So here you can see the progress on our new cafeteria, which opens in November. Here's the final product, and then looks like they are working on the second floor right now, so we're getting close. We're gonna pop into the gym now, but I will let you know that right now, due to social distancing, we're using the gym as a second cafeteria space because we want to have the right protocols. But typically, you'll see we have this wonderful wood floor and bleachers. I believe this is the only wood floor gym in Penang. And we host a lot of tournaments here and a lot of after-school sports for our students.